Due to the littiness that has been the 2017 NBA Summer League, I couldn't help but still have basketball on my mind as of late, and after all the moves already made in free agency, I wanted to go over the dudes I personally feel have the chance to take that all-star level leap next season.
Ball on the drive, reversed it, oh! Up and under, and the ball game has started.
Other than one Euro fuckboy that shitted on my daddy Porzingis one time, I like basically all the players on this list, and I really would want to see them all prosper. So about that Euro fuck nigga I mentioned, Nikola Jokic is actually a baller, son. I don't watch many Nuggets games, but from the highlights I see of him, I see him as a less mobile Porzingis, but with dumb levels of court vision. He's not the rim protector Papi Kristaps is, but he's definitely more of a playmaker. He sees plays happening before they do and drops the same type of dimes that homeless nigga with a man bun used to in Chicago. From his first to his second year, he increased his scoring average by 6, doubled his assist average, and started grabbing a shade under 10 boards per game. What was more impressive though is that his field goal percentage went up with it. He went from 51% to 57% in that same season. I think he had a case for most improved, but Giannis really ran away with that shit. Either way though, with his current uptick, I see Jokic fitting in well with Paul Millsap and probably getting the Nuggets into the playoffs next season. This nigga scored 70 points in a game, people. And believe it or not, he had an interesting tweet about Kobe's 81 around the time that he did. Other than being able to fuck your bitch though, Devin Booker is deadass gonna be running shit around here in a few years. His scoring game is low-key underrated too, because he doesn't just shoot and hit free throws, he'll hit you on some floater left-hand baseline turnaround shit. Dudes like him and CJ deserve so much more respect, honestly, because it's one thing to live off free throws and a couple shots falling, and these dudes have literal moves in their repertoires. I heard Kenny Smith say one time, practice allows you to hit open shots, and talent allows you to hit difficult ones. And that's about what sums up Devin for me, honestly, and all it's going to take is a couple years of development time, and that shit is over.
Booker runs into Zeta, puts it up, and that's it! He's got the record! 61 points for Devin Booker! Now the all-time Suns single-game scorer, surpassing Tom Chambers.
With the third pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Joel Embiid from Yaoundé, Cameroon, and the University of Kansas.
So speaking on behalf of everyone that's been laughing at the Sixers since they thought Michael Carter-Williams was the Messiah, I deadass didn't think this was what the process had waiting, yo. It's actually crazy, and as a Knicks fan, I can't help but aspire to be like y'all when I grow up. Joel Embiid honestly could have made the All-Star team this past season, but just didn't play enough games to earn the nod. But more than just becoming a star, I honestly think if he stays healthy this year, Joel Embiid will dominate the fuck out of the super weenie hut junior that is known as the Eastern Conference. You know, it's crazy to think that Dion Waiters is already the greatest two-guard in Heat history and still hasn't made an All-Star team. Just in case you're not basketball woke, the Heat had the best record in the league for the second half of last season, and let's not forget that iconic fucking moment.
Hands of Waiters, 3 seconds left for 3 in the win. Yes! Dion has done it! Oh, wow.
That combined with the fact that this man took a pay cut with the $54 million 4-year contract he just signed, Dion Waiters is simply where unprecedented talent meets humility. He looks comfortable with his new team, his coach, and it's just about time that he has that prime season.
No Paul Millsap, no Paul George, no Jimmy Butler. You looking at a possible All-Star berth?
Yeah, no question. No question. And you know, but it starts with work. And I think you gotta work and let everything else take care of itself. I'm not going into the season like I want to make the All-Star game. I'm not going there with individual goals. You see what I'm saying? I just want to go in there, like I said, with in the best shape of my life and pick up where we left off at.
Alright, so I wanted to go with a more unexpected pick for the #1, but in reality this makes sense to just about anybody familiar with him. Avery Bradley was easily the Celtics' second best player in my opinion. He was their second leading scorer and rebounder, almost averaged more than Al Horford's trash ass, and is widely renowned as one of the best defenders in the NBA. But what makes me put a lot of stock into Avery though is the fact that in his somewhat limited role with the Celtics, he still performed efficiently, and efficiency speaks volumes to me. He averaged career highs in points, rebounds, and assists this past season while shooting almost 40% from 3 and 46% from the field. Compound that with him now being the best perimeter player that the Pistons have, basically their go-to out on the wing. I'd say he's as primed to go off as anyone else on this list, and I'd be surprised if he didn't make the Eastern Conference D-League All-Star team next year.
To his right, they let him have that left side. Thomas has the basketball, gives it up, swarming for Bradley. Oh my gosh,
That's the ball game.
you gotta be kidding me.
Man, I tell you.
Avery Bradley just stole the game and the Cavaliers lose 104-103. My goodness.